absolutely nuts. For me. But we're here. Having a good time, a little bit later than normal. Still trying to figure out, like, wrap my mind around how do I do everything that I need to do. What's up, Hoovsy? Yeah, it just super busy. Like, it's been work in specific. I'm doing kind of like, gosh, I don't even know. 2 jobs, 3 jobs, something. It's just been busy. It's been, frankly, almost intolerable busy. But sorry, I'm trying to get everything going. EverQuest Legends beta. Happy 4th to you, all of you as well. Yes. I still love your name. Your mom's moist socks. That cracks me up. Did I ever ask you how you got that name? Like where that came from? You know, I love understanding where people get their names. I would love to hear more about that one. Yeah, Jose, it's been a minute, man. I haven't probably streamed for 3 weeks, I think, something like that. Just been busy, just work and mainly work and life. It's been crazy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jose. Hope you've been doing okay. It's always hard, man, you know? Actually, one of the things I had to deal with too several weeks ago now, my dad had a stroke. Luckily, he's okay, but you know. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're working your way through, and I know it can be hard, so. But yeah. Was not expected. Yeah, that's always, well, there's never a good time for any of that. So never. So hope you're doing okay. If you have anything, let me know. Something I have dealt a lot with in my career. So. Uncle time to get a job. What? What are you talking about, brother? Who's Uncle time to get a job? We got a job. What's up, Wookie? Oh, Ashes. I haven't even, you know, I've not even had time to follow Ashes of Creation shit. Like I just haven't. I know there was something about servers being potentially taken or held hostage or something. anyways, I haven't really even had time to follow on all of that. So it's just been wild, man. Usually I can, go back through and put shorts out and stuff, but not even that. Like I have my video game playing has been on my phone for the most part. So, which, I mean, it's been okay. I've enjoyed returning to, what have I been playing? Pokemon Go, which has actually been not it's been okay. So, but yeah, hopefully as I get through, July, things will start to chill out a little bit more. I think many of you know I run a training program, residency training program for doctors. And, well, I do a lot, but anyways, July 1 is when you get, July 1 is when you get new folks, new docs. So and you graduate old ones. And it's I likely won't have time for EQL. Hopefully, I mean, the great thing about EQL is that it's got short bursts, right? Like you don't have to necessarily put in long periods of time. So what's up with EverQuest Legends beta? I know nothing. My first question to you is, did you ever play EverQuest and did you like it? EverQuest Legends is sort of a classic plus like approach. There were some other private servers that have been shut down that this took a lot from. But essentially we're back in the classic like vanilla EverQuest, but with a lot of modernization. So there's multi-classing, there's a lot of gear progression now. You can solo things, there's personal instances. It's just a version of EverQuest that tries to retain a lot of the nostalgia with the old, models and animations and music and zones, but with trying to make things a little bit more respectable of your time. So I think it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, but I also loved EverQuest back in the day. So, we'll see how many people get in and play, but it is a little bit odd. I would say odd. It takes some getting used to this whole idea of like personal instances and stuff like that. How close is it to P99? I mean, I would say it's pretty far from P99 in that the only similarities that it probably has to P99 is the classic era, right? Beyond that, this becomes a classic plus like approach. Like you can think of when we, World of Warcraft, like classic plus is like speculated to be coming out soon, right? Because of a lot of their private servers getting shut down and things like that. And so I think a lot of people are familiar with the concept of Classic Plus and WoW. You can kind of think of that like here. So they're even adding their own armor. And so they're actually adding some of their own stuff as well. But, right now you are able to go through a lot of the old zones and just re-experience stuff. So for me, it's been a fun mix of this nostalgia, but then I can also do things kind of on my own time. So I'm probably the target audience for this. I don't know who else is, but I am for sure. Did they upgrade any graphics? No, not at all. No, if anything, they've used the old models. So, all right. First thing we got to do is pick a class. Now, the other part to this to be aware of is that you only get one character. Now you can level up every class. But once you get to level 11, you kind of lock in your primary, and the only way to switch out your primary is to do achievements, which do take time. You hit 22 so far, SK Warrior Druid. Nice. Yeah, this is in beta. We streamed a lot of pre-beta stuff, I guess alpha. I think I got up to 45. Largely with, what did we do, guys? We Paladin, Druid, Necro. Worked really well. Is it open beta? No, you do have to purchase. There is a purchase price to this, and there actually is a sub cost to this as well. Now, as with most MMOs, when you purchase the game, you get a month sub, but I believe access and beta is only until like July 21st, I want to say, and then it goes live. So, What's up, John? I've been busy, man. It's been hard, dude. I'm not gonna lie, at times I feel like I'm drowning, but you know, it is what it is. I've reached out to people at work and said things got to change here after we get through July, and so I think they will. But a lot going on, man. But we're okay. We're here. All right. First thing we gotta do, guys, pick our primary class. The thing we learned last time is that the race does matter, in that what we can switch later on, right? Because I think what did we play last time? We were shit. What were we? We were what else, right? What's up, Billy Bob? You want Ashes of Creation back? Man, that thing is long gone. It is dead. But when we picked our race as Wood Elf, this limited our primary class, right? So we learned that the hard way last time. I just decided not to go back and change things. So what would probably be, was it the human is the most access, probably, I guess, except Berserker, Beast Lord, and Shaman as a primary. I don't know I don't think we would play any of those. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but the next real update we can expect from Ashes is around August. Yeah, I have to go back and look. I haven't even had time for that, John. I just haven't. Like I was saying a minute ago, I'm aware that there was like a new filing about what was it? Servers or something being taken. Ooh, I like that background. I've never noticed that before. Can't really go anywhere good though as a dark elf, right? I get locked out, but a lot of stuff. So I think we'll just go with human. We'll be very vanilla. Primary class. What did we like last time? I mean, I feel like we should just try something different and just see what it's like, right? I feel like we hit a good leveling trio. What would be an incredibly odd series? Like we did like a monk primary. What would we put with a monk? Monk, rogue. I don't know. What should we do as a primary? I think we should do a monk. I do need to learn more about what happened with the servers though. So I guess I can kind of easily, they put out a whole schedule. Monk slap. Yeah. All right. Well, let's try. We didn't mess around with a monk last time. So we'll do that as our primary. And then the question becomes, what do we do with secondaries though? So monk's going to be, you know, combat. I still feel like druid needs to be in there. Druid seems like an incredibly, needs to be XR, but I don't want to limit myself too much right now because we might actually want to switch our primary before we hit 11. Is the main thing that I'm trying to not do. Or should we do a monk shaman? Would that be odd? I mean, would that be an odd combination? I guess we can see how it works. A shaman should have some heals, right? So we can get some self heals going. And then we can kind of think of what to put as a third later. I don't know if we'd want a pet. We probably would want a pet class, I think. SK monk shaman. So you want SK as a primary. I'm trying to mix some classes that we've maybe not done before. Since this is a beta and it's going to get wiped. I agree on the SK. Although I do want to say last time I will say the Pally Druid Necro combination seemed to work incredibly well, especially in undead areas. Like super well. So I might still be thinking about Pally. I don't know what I'm going to do at launch, but all right, for beta, let's just mess with this. Where do we want to start? I guess we have to start in West Freeport. We'll just start monk and shaman and see where we get. Sounds good to me. You want to play class and healer class? Yeah. I'd agree with that. That's where we had that pally. But let's just mess around and see what we get. I don't know how much I'm going to stream this morning. It is 4th of July. So. We'll see. But yeah, I've been playing the hell out of Pokemon Go. So. And I have been actually more active trying to walk and shit. So it's worked for me. Hopefully this loads okay. Oh, we don't need a tutorial. I wonder if we can exit out of the tutorial. But I hope everybody else has been doing good. Yeah, life's been crazy. Yeah, it is bugging out. That's actually the game itself. There it goes. Yeah, it was having a hard time loading. They've patched quite a lot since we've played as well. 4th of July will be EQ, House of the Dragon, pizza, not going outside. Not even for fireworks? And I grew up loving fireworks. All right, who do we got to give this to? Give Master Klosk. All right. He's not going to be in the tutorial, right? All right. Dearest Doug. All right, do I got to give that to somebody as well? The other thing that I will say is your origin and your bind. If you can origin and bind in two very different areas, you have a pretty good teleport process for that. Another reason I love the druid, but anyways. Let's see. You will not be able to come back. I don't think we need the tutorial, so can I just leave the tutorial? Is that possible? What is this? Oh, this is all, oh, this is a new bar, guys, since we played last. Okay. Balance. Oh, so these are our stances. Balanced, evasive, ranged, striker, offensive, and then interesting. We got our invocations as well. That's nice. I'm glad they put that all on one bar for us here. So appreciate the rose. You level wizard and druid to 25. You get the rituals support. Oh, so does that go across everything? All classes? You love EQ? I love EQ as well. I've seen too many horror stories with fireworks. Why? Well, John, you just got to be careful. Man, as a kid, I'd all the time. All right, how do I leave this? I'm going to leave. Do I have to talk to Doug and leave? How do I leave? Hail. All right, we're finished. Let's go home. Appreciate the follow. Congrats. Yeah, EverQuest is all right. I thought we were leaving. All right, ready to leave. All right, a third time. I'm going to confirm. There we go. Well, then I need to get. All right, that actually makes sense because we did have. I noticed in our port or. Our actions and spells last time. Yeah, we had all of that on rituals. All right. The only problem with me doing this is I'm not super familiar. I never really started out in West Freeport. I literally always played a Wood Elf. So I'm a little unfamiliar with this. All right, so I'm assuming this is a constant bar, so I can just open up a second bar. Open new bar. There we go. Perfect. And then what are our main? So these are all the spells we have. And then of course we have our stances and invocations, which come to your casting classes, which is also great to combine together. Yeah, it is EverQuest Legends. So we're just starting. This is in beta. Beta actually started on the 1st, but this is the first I've been able to log in. So we're just starting up, but we streamed quite a lot before. Wait, what's Mend? I didn't know it. I've really never played a monk either. So we're gonna get some. You have to get used to this. What's recover? Oh yeah, I'm remembering now. Let's do striker stance. I don't know, striker or offensive. We'll just do striker. That doesn't really show you very. I guess it kind of shows it as outline. It'd be nice if that was a little bit better. But. All right. And then we got spells here. But we got Burst of Flame. That's already over here for us. Okay. I thought I used to be able to pull them from here. But not really the case. All right. Man, this old music. You know? What's up, Stunner? Yeah, happy Independence Day to you as well. We're going to do a lot of fireworks at home. So I absolutely love fireworks. All right, how do I get out of here? I need to go fight somewhere. So East Commons. Let's go there. Let's just go step outside. Oh yeah, well, I've always done, well, I mean, not like huge big shows of fireworks, but played thousands of hours before the collapse. I think I missed something. What are we talking about? Oh shit. Yeah, Freeport. I'm just not super familiar with this area, man. So we're just going to go out to East. We're just going to go fight. I think. Try to get some levels. Wish I could do fireworks. We have Colorado. And we already have a... Oh, you know, I saw that. Eighth largest fire in state history. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I think when I saw it was also like 0% contained. Is that accurate? Have you ever played any of the WoW private servers? Not really. Only because I've just never, I don't know, I have this weird feeling that things, the persistence, right? If I'm going to play a WoW or anything long term, I would want to know that it's likely going to stay. My characters anyways. I decided that today I'm not going to go hard on one character, try a bunch of different combos, see what they like. You should. Yeah, that's what we're doing. No more us. Oh, shit. All right, we're going to find out here. I don't got a good feeling about this. All right, I got one stance. What? I didn't pick my invocation, though. All right, I need heals. And I don't have any of my, shit. What did I click? All right, perhaps a yellow is not the best to start with. Although we do have a heal. All right, took all my mana. So many memories. I know exactly, right? All right, this is, not what I was expecting. right, let's go back to heals. We can do this, right? What level is this? Level 4? Yeah, I mean, traditionally, definitely a... why is kick not working? Ah, there we go. Yeah, something I thought about trying to do is figure out if we can also try to... I think we're okay. I don't think we necessarily have to run to the cards. There we go. Everyone always complains so much about the TTK. Like, can we create some sort of build that has a fast TTK? Time to kill. Anyways. People playing EQ again. Oh, this is EQ Legends, yeah. So it's really trying to get that nostalgia hit, right? With more modern sort of lifestyle things. So it's still 0% contained. That's crazy. Good looking orc model. I know, right? Some of the original ones. All right, level 3. We should be able to do this one. Okay. I don't know why 2's. I'm having to actually manually click kick, and I don't know why. I still didn't buff myself, did I? I guess I would have dexterous aura. So let's do strength as well. Now I have my invocation set where I'm doing damage that should heal me, actually. So can't be worse than cleric and Ash's TTK. I mean, are you watching? I think it can. I like the cleric, man. I miss that. You have to auto. Well, I mean, I'm even just trying to hit the. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. All right, we're gonna have to redo some things. It's my own fault. When you play this, you're basically a radio show for me. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I have my bars all mixed up. I'm an idiot. That's the problem right now. Am I actually even wearing anything? I'm not, am I? That might be part of the problem. Oh, well, let me... Ah, you interrupted me. Okay, guard's gonna take care of me. I know, John. You do not like the... Can I not wear these? You do not like the way it looks. I actually thought about going back to... Where Winds Meet. What's up, Sandy Perry? How you been? Ran a cleric with epic, a rogue with epic, and enchanter no epic, but in-game gear. On this version, or just original? Because that's a lot of epics on original. You put in some time. All right. So where's the? I probably should move while I'm doing this. Use implied healing. Yes, please. What do we want? Persistent auto attack. Yes, please. We want that as well because that drove me nuts before. We don't have feign death, so I'm not going to worry about that. Where's the kick one? It doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just a bit of an eyesore. Yeah. I mean, if I get it, I really do get it, John. If this wasn't your thing back in the 90s, early 2000s, I can totally understand why it might not be today. I just hope people can give it a shot, you know? It's not super expensive. It does have a sub, but you know, you can always not sub. You get a free month. Check it out. Fire and Fury Guild. Nice. You're gonna be. Yeah, so you put in some time. Okay. They weren't worried about how the game will look on stream when they made this. Well, to be fair, when they made EverQuest, they didn't have streams. Division 2? Nice. Basically a job. No, I get that. Yeah. Back in the old days, for sure. All right, what was I doing? Oh, yes, my bars. So this was what I'm an idiot. Basically, is what happened here. So. Actually, let's try a different bar setup. I wonder what this would feel like. And then kind of doing the same with this, maybe? I don't know. Will this be weird? Yeah, this is why kick wasn't working. Because I was using the wrong bar. It's fine, though. It's fine. All's fine. Right? All good. All right, we're going to move this over here. All right, now we should be good to go. So now we can kick. There we go. How's it going? What's up? Shit. What? How did he just die? He died fast. Crazy. I'm seeing EQ on TikTok in 2026. Yeah. I mean, hopefully, I will say they seem to have a ton of interest. I mean, you know, is it going to be like World of Warcraft level? You know, when they announce Classic Plus, is it going to be like that? Probably not. But you know, at the same time, they've got a lot of people on their what's going on? Am I just missing that? All right, let's see if Decaying Skeleton drops the sword that he's carrying. Yeah, I think they got 40 or 50,000 people in their Discord server. So I would be shocked if this drew 1/100th of the audience of Classic WoW. Well, I mean, to be fair, what did EverQuest peak at? EverQuest peaked at, I want to say, like 250,000 subs. I'm pretty sure. I think it's publicly available information. And what did WoW peak at? Oh, we can turn off in fine. I mean, WoW peaked at what? 12 million? Am I making that up? First game I played on PC was Flight Simulator. Prince of Persia and Roger Rabbit. Nice. Stoner, I appreciate the gift sub. Redeem that you did there. I gotta give it to you. Oh, I gotta give it to I get to choose. All right. Shit. I appreciate you, Stunner. I still gotta get over into Star Citizen as well. They got up to 550,000 subs, really. What class combo are we going to go with? I feel like we did really well with what we had last time as a main leveling one, which was Paladin, Necro, and Druid. So right now we're just messing around since we got, what, 3 weeks of beta? Stunner, I appreciate you. Doom didn't work on your PC. After Planes of Power, yeah, I mean, I probably messed around a little bit with what came out, Gates of Discord, I want to say. There was also Lost Dungeons in Norath. I don't remember what year that came. Have you considered making a thief tune named Steven Sharif? What's up, Fane? How the hell did I have a bat targeted? That's weird. I'm not sure what just happened. How you been? I haven't, we were talking about this earlier. I have had little to no time to do anything outside of life and work. So I'm not even, what in the hell? How did I click on the large rat? So that includes anything Ashes of Creation. I see why I clicked on there. It's a buggy mess right now. I thought they were doing better. Didn't they add some? Well, maybe I'm making that up in my head. Roll Mage, Enchanter, Wizard. That would be interesting. Although you'll have what, two pet classes? I guess that just means you get extra spots, right? Extra to equip them with stuff. Hating the bard. Wait, are you saying bard so far you hate? Oh, so I'm getting +1 gear. Yeah, I'm also just chatting. So that's a good point, though. What if we just popped out into East Common Lands? What's the level out there? Or is this going to be? Actually, this might be better, right? We have a higher concentration of things to kill. What is pick difficulty rather than? I regret picking Bard as a main class. You know, we tried the Bard before. And who is this Zootastic person? Are you having a discussion with an AI spam bot? Hilarious Chow. What? What are you on about, man? I don't even know what that's about. Weird shit. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. First PC was IBM. We had Dells, I think. I want to say way back when. Yeah, Bard was not. We tried the Bard before, and it was not necessarily very fun for me. So you get the weirdest visitors sometimes. I know, right? It can't just be me, though, right? I don't really watch a lot of other people. Like, I mean, is it uncommon to have conversations with 3 different chats going on at the same time? It's all on the screen, right? So it should be easy to see what's happening. The Bard I didn't like because of how it did spells. Or songs and spells. Now, somebody came back later and told me that I could have fixed it somehow. Wait, what did... All right, that can drive me nuts that I don't know what I'm targeting. John, we take all guests. We love all people, except for assholes. And what do we do for assholes? We pick back at them. Yeah, there are weirdos all over the internet. That is very true. All right, we're going to keep the bones just because I don't know if I'll go back to a necro or not, and I'll probably need to summon, so. Twist A is crazy though. Perma songs plus you can play your other single target. Yeah, I think that's where I got confused when we were doing it, and where I need to go back and probably mess around, because I was really wanting to use the bard. Like that was a big one. Although you can't, because I was thinking bard and druid, but you can't stack speed, right? Bard was just weird with beating drums all day or playing the flute. Playing the flute. Good. You know what I would love to see is the ability to cast while moving. Would that be too much for everyone? I still say Ashes of Creation spoiled me with being able to move and cast at the same time. What did I just hit? I'm clicking on stuff weird, man. As a proud internet weirdo, I can confirm. Yeah. No, I did not main a bard in original EverQuest. So I did not. All right, I thought I clicked that skeleton, so targeting is still a little weird, but you know, it's the old series, old way of doing stuff. You know what I would love to see? Vladis's feet? What the hell? All right, Fane, we were talking about internet weirdos. Why do you want to see Vladis's feet? I haven't talked to Vladis for a while. I hope he's doing okay. What is this? Rusty broadsword. Oh, we can't use it anyway. It's unfortunate. I think I'll keep it. I just had to, yeah, you just need to be an internet weirdo. Okay. Well, look who came crawling back. I mean, that's you, right? Ashes of Scamation? I mean, you're the one that jumped into the stream. Came crawling back with your dick hanging out. That's fine. You're not going to get any play here, though. What's up with Roar? I think he's loving World of Warcraft. Pretty much. I've been told about Eden, yes. I have not tried it out, though. Largely because I have had no time to play any video games in the last 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, Roar's doing okay. He is also an EverQuest person, so I have a feeling he'll be playing this as well. So, we thought you were Steven. Are you not Steven? Clearly, Ashes of Scamation is somebody that was prominent in the Ashes community. I heard Roar is saving up to go to Turkey for hair transplants. Oh, shit. They can just use his mustache. All right, we got to figure out somewhere else to go, I think. Or maybe we can ramp up the difficulty here. What's the closest dungeon to where we're at? Anybody know? Actually, isn't there a... Let me figure out what this is. I thought there was a way you could look at where to go. Wait, it's with the map, right? God damn it. Zone guide. There it is. All right, so where does it think we should go as level 2? I don't think we have... Do we have any dungeons that are open? I think they start at 5, right? The Fallen. That would be a good one to run to. How hard is it to get to Blackborough? Is it complicated to get there? Not really, is it? This is something I love about this, though. We're over here. Well, we're not quite to East Commons. Let's go to East Commons. And we can run our way to Blackborough. This is level 5, but I mean, we should be able to take level 5 stuff it too. So, it should not be a problem. All right. So from here, starting East Commons to Blackborough. Set end. Oh, it's a little bit of a run. It's kind of a lot of a run. Actually, that's unfortunate. No, there is no plane of knowledge right now. I'll be right back, guys. This is pure classic, so give me a minute. P9. No, this is EverQuest Legends. So this is an official Daybreak and Game John collaboration. So it is similar in that it is a classic experience like P99. But well, yeah, I mean, at level 2, I think I'm going to go to Befallen, actually, now that we're sitting here chatting. I mean, it's level 5, so I think that's probably going to be the best next step. Befallen is going to be a good leveling zone. So, been around since the start, but I'm a nobody. Okay. You got a big mouth for being a nobody, though. That's okay. I want to play EQ again, but I know it'll ruin my life and make me fat again. Well, come play EverQuest Legends. This really is meant to it's meant to respect your time. So we're all nobodies, though, Wait, what is this having me go back? That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, we're just going to run. I'll run as a loose term. I guess we're running. This is where I miss having my my druid, but we might switch back to a pally actually once we get to Befallen. All right, Kingston, Matt, hope you have a good one. Have a good 4th. Hopefully you get to see some fireworks or light some off. My plan. Did we get anything else? No. We get into balance stance. I thought we selected. Uh-oh. A Bixie. You think I have a big mouth? I mean, what's the first thing you said when you came in here? Well, it's unless you think they deserve it. That doesn't necessarily mean they deserve it. Yeah, no? We are what we believe we are. Believe positively. That's a great way to view life. I can control me. I cannot control you. But yeah, we're going to line off a bunch of fireworks. Skimation, I'm just poking at you, man. Don't get all upset. This banter. Bro, it's all good. It is all good. Yeah. I'll probably go another hour or so, and then we got some stuff to do for fireworks and all that fun stuff around here. Anybody looking forward to anything? Game-wise? I actually thought about going back to Where Winds Meet and seeing what that's been, how it's been updated at this point. Arcade Chronicles, the developer lead guy or whatever, I forget his name. I think it was this morning actually, posted some stuff in their Discord, answered some questions. I guess they just had a small play test, right? I don't know how many people are, I don't know how many of you are following that. He made it very clear that the goal is, shit, that was quick. Single player with the option of multiplayer. So you can experience everything in the game as a single player. They're not calling themselves a MMORPG. What's the difference between this and regular EQ? A lot of things. First thing you'll notice is, let's see, I am 2 classes right now. I'm a monk shaman. We actually get to have 3 classes. So with that, you get access to everything in the class. So if I go to my actions, so I got some stances and stuff as well that goes with the bard, but so I have all of these spells and stuff coming from a shaman. But, you know, I get a 3rd class. So eventually I could add a necro, I could add a bard. So you have a much higher power level than a regular EverQuest. Also, when you look at here, things are going to be like here, small cloth pants +1. So you can actually increase the level of your gear as well to make it better. So those are just some of the things. There's a lot of stuff that they've changed. It's really meant to have sort of the nostalgia feel with modern progress, right? The graphics are all the same, but you can also set difficulty levels. So we're set at 0. Actually, I should probably move this to where people can see. So you can see we are at 0 difficulty right now. This goes up to, we can go up to 4, right? And 4 actually does get hard. You probably do want a small group to get to difficulty level 4. But you can also set personal instances. So like you can create an instance and it's just your zone. So we might do that with Befallen. We'll see when we get here how many people are in Befallen. Higher difficulty, better loot. Yes. So with better loot, you're getting, you know, plus. So if it's difficulty level 4, you'll typically it would be like a +4 item. It's also a decent zone that we could. Oh, I can't move the map because I got fined on. It's just in fine. These areas up here actually are pretty good to. I think they're orcs to sit and grind away a little bit. Do you still have to craft gear earlier on? I mean, you burn through the level so fast. I don't know that crafting is super important early on. I'm pretty much on hold until Classic Plus, which I think will be meh. After that, it's Guild Wars 3 and Riot. Both of which are far, far away. So if I made a Monk Shadow Knight, I could use plate. Yes. No, yeah. You could. You have access to plate. As long as you have the right combinations, you can dual wield stuff as well, and with classes that might not normally be able to. Oh shit! Level 17 ghoul. What's happening there? That's too much for me. That'll absolutely kick my ass. All right, let's go over here. I might switch our primary to Paladin. We'll see. Actually, Paladin has a heal as well, too, doesn't it? Maybe we just make Pally our secondary? I'm not sure. A lot of people here. Doctor Who. Absurdity Unchained. I'm not sure I like that name. Vinrix. I feel like I know these people. Yeah, a lot of yeah, we might actually just go ahead and what is this down here? Level 9. What are they fighting? Level 7? This might be a problem for us. Now that I'm looking at it. What do we want to do? Let's switch. So we go to loadouts, we can create a new loadout. How does PvP work? That is not their focus here. So how do I have access to 2 races? I don't understand that one. Interesting. All right, so what do we keep? Do we keep our primary as monk? Actually, let's make our primary a paladin, and then we can try secondary as a monk. Let's see what happens. And then it's as easy as just swapping, right? Shit, must be in a starting city or fast camp zone to switch loadouts. Son of an asshole. So I can't do that in here. Bitch. There's a special server that's not Care Bear, aka PvP. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, this is not gonna. I don't know that they'll ever do PvP here. So. All right, where can do I really have to run all the way back to switch? I don't know that I like that. What's the point of having personal? Yeah, I don't. Fast camp zone. What's a fast camp zone? I don't know what that is. So my thoughts on this, it's like, well, if you have personal zones and stuff like that, like why personal instances? Why do I have to go to a special area to swap? I guess I'm trying to understand what the rationale for that would be. Right? And I'm not really sure what the rationale for that would be. Do you see anything coming up in the MMO sphere that gets you excited at all? I mean, Guild Wars 3, but it's so far from now. I still say Light No Fire is my next, I think, big game that I'm looking forward to. It's obviously not, I don't think it's going to be an MMO, but yeah, there'll at least be some group-based stuff. Yeah, I don't understand the rationale, because that feels like it's to prevent, unless it's, I guess unless it's like they don't want you to be able to switch. Oh, hell, I don't even know. I guess maybe they just don't want you to switch for different bosses. We're going to try this out anyways. We're going to go into create an instance. Wait, what? What's this about? Current charge is 0. Why can't I? What's this about? Did they change something? We've not done a personal instance, so. Skyrim RP servers are like an MMO. Yeah. So we got to run all the way back to East Common Lands. I'm annoyed by this as well. I don't understand why I can't create an instance. Like, will this just keep building up every 15 minutes? Like, and I know there's a cooldown, and that makes sense. But we haven't created an instant yet. So why do I not have any charges? I don't know. It's literally the next zone over from there. I know it is. Yeah. Is Sleeper still up? I don't know, is it? That's a good question. All right, if we're going to go to Befallen, I do think it's worthwhile to switch over to something that does better with Undead. So we're going to do that first. So I think we're going to switch Monk for Pally. As Legends, a one-time fee. There's a box fee, but there's also a sub. So I'll say with the monetization. Sorry, I was reading. Is one that's. Yeah, you have a sub, $10 sub, plus you have the box fee, and then there's going to be a shop, so. Or do I just want to go up here for a little bit? I mean, that's the other question. If we just go north. Graphics requirements still low. Yeah. Yeah, they're not changing any of that, so. Just go play 99 as I'm still sore about heroes. Well, I mean, it's up to you to do. Certainly your choice. You know, I hope that enough people play this to see some of the expansions roll out as well over time. I think I think they've said they're definitely doing at least the first expansion. So then the question becomes what to do with, you know, are they able to do more after that? So, all right, this guy's taking forever. Can run this on an integrated graphics card. I mean, you can run this on such, cheap stuff. It's just one of the pluses, right? Being an old game. I might die to this, actually. You know what? I'm not sure why this level 5 was harder than other level 5s, but we're gonna go. I mean, I understand people are upset about Hero's Journey, but at the end of the day, I mean, there is a studio that owns this game, right? And so it is their right to use it how they want. And if they don't want to let somebody you know, play or have their own servers, then I mean, that's their right to say they can't do that. So, this new content is coming in October. Nice. Yeah, I'm glad they're adding a lot of their own stuff as well. I think that's super good. All right, we're gonna switch. I don't want to, actually, I changed my mind. I don't want Monk as a secondary. We're gonna do, what should we do? Shaman? Right. Neck was really cool in EQ2. It was a fun zone for sure. Have you played Project Gorgon and all? Yeah, we actually streamed that. Wow, gosh, it's been a long time ago now. I enjoyed it. I've not seen what the population is like anymore. Wait, did I not change that? Is the population holding? I know they got a lot of interest. All right, what do we have access to now? Oh, it took all my spells. Even though we have a shaman. Let's see. All right, that's what I was wanting. Ward Undead. Yeah, that'll be good to have. Is range combat a thing? Seems like your opener is point blank fireball. I mean, you can play a wizard from range, yeah. But you know, if you're by yourself, this is EverQuest Legends. If you're by yourself, I mean, everything's going to run to you. Now, some classes will have, roots and slows and stuff like that. So. Sorry, I'm just seeing what we have now that we have the pally. So, I mean, you can root stuff and do range that way. But certainly if you play with I mean, you can still play with other people too. This is not entirely forced solo. It's super easy to do solo. How does this work? Do you get access to all the moves of the 3? Yeah, you do. So actually, I'm sorry, you're over on TikTok, so you might not be able to see this. So like you'll have abilities, discipline, spells. Eventually, get rituals as you unlock things that, as we were talking about this earlier, you get to, like if you have a druid that has access to ports, like it'll go into rituals so that any of your classes can use it. Like right here, I have spells from everything. So Pally and Shaman. So I'm getting heals. Oh, that's kind of redundant, I guess. Pally and Shaman both have heals, but at level 1. But there's some buffs like strength's probably going to help, and so will the dexterity buff will probably help the paladin side. I was more interested in Ward Undead, so that when we go into Befallen, we have a cheap high damage direct spell for undead stuff. I went on to Hollis as the beta server, so this is EverQuest Legends. All right, why is that not coming? There we go. So, do they have a cooldown? Do you mean to switch between? No, I don't think so. I think I could make anything else and switch to anything else as well. And you keep your gear. Well, you can keep your layouts. I guess all my gear got pushed back, didn't it? Wait, why? Oh, weird. Where did my gear go? Equipment, items, and storage. Oh, it put everything in storage. Okay. I didn't know it would do that. Can I not take them out of storage? That's odd. It didn't keep my items. Yeah, it's EverQuest Legends. So, yeah, spells do have cooldowns. All right, I'm guessing I cannot. Take these out. Can I? Do I have to go to a banker? I don't like that either. That's different. It kept all my gear before. Well, I have to go to a bank now to get my stuff back. Huh. All right, is there one near? I guess I have to run all the way back to Freeport, which isn't terribly long, but if we want gear. Actually, are there any camps here? What's this up? Let's go north. Let's see if there's anything I can camp. Or what's in Northern Row? What's the... I've never fought there either, so I don't know what the... Not very much anyways. I don't know what the level range is. Why is it not showing up? All right. Man, I hadn't played this for a minute, and now... Oh, here we go. I thought I saw it. Where'd it go? Here we go. Northern Desert Row. 1 through 15. So let's actually go down there. Let's go adventure. Long left click. Ah, brother, I appreciate you. This didn't happen when we last played, so this is a change. Can you put anything in storage? So we're going to keep the sword that we have. Why is it not letting me? What is happening? There we go. That was weird. That was a weird bug. What is going on there? It's so weird. All right, there we go. That was wonderful advice. All right, so now we have this. Yeah, this is why I wanted the Pally. It's just for the undead spells. If we're gonna go, Befallen was a really, really good place to level. We're unbalanced. Let's see. We can go to defensive maybe. Since this is a level 6. We might die again. Here I'm taking too much. It's funny. I'm thinking I'm better off than I actually am. Been stuck on Frost Reaver. Holiday bonuses too good to pass up. I've seen some of you. Yeah, your streams over on TikTok. I just can't get back into the classic version, man. Or just sorry, classic version, original EverQuest. I don't know. I've tried from time to time, but that's where I really am hopeful that this becomes something for me, you know, a little bit long term or something I can jump into periodically. I don't like that I'm getting stunned so damn much. Wait, why did my combat turn off? You're playing it out. You know what I mean. 3 boxes fun. I used to do, I never 3 box. I used to 2 box. Way long time ago. That's where I loved having a druid just to run around. The ultimate power leveler in the druid. I got a buff. I keep forgetting to buff myself. Got my wife, who's never played EverQuest in the last 30 years, to play with me yesterday. Did she like it? Oh, that's good. That's really good because I think in a modern day, it's hard to get people into EverQuest. I feel like they have to be looking for a very specific, like a very specific play style, right? Otherwise, I don't know. I hope this captures people who never played EverQuest, but I don't know if it will or not. Hopefully it's changed enough, improved, you know, things are good enough that it will. But oh, that's cool. That's nice that you get tells saying you. I've also not really been able to stream a whole lot in the last, I don't know. Well, I've not streamed at all in what, 3 weeks? 4 weeks? I think it's been 3 weeks. I haven't been able to do anything on YouTube either for quite some time. Just very busy. No, I think you are the EverQuest streamer though, right? Who's this? Cleve? Quit my blue collar job of 16 years a week or 2 ago. Hope you're enjoying your life. Appreciate the follow. What's this? How often these spawn? Is this worth staying over here? I wish I had any time. I'm hoping after July passes, things will chill out for me quite a bit. So, only thing I'm still curious about that's unclear is what's going to pop up in this shop. I want something to drop armor, man. Come on. I gave myself a mental month and then, oh shit. Son of an asshole. Where'd that come from? Hey, this might be a problem. We'll see. What the hell is this emulator tech? No. This is classic EverQuest. EverQuest Legends. So it's a joint, well, I guess it's not joint. Game John is the company that is creating it, but it is actually in conjunction with, Jesus Christ, how do I get 3 of these muff? It is in conjunction with Daybreak. So, or it has the blessing of Daybreak. Yeah, that's the problem. Essentially. We'll see. The biggest problem is going to be mana. Oh, damn, that's a level 7 Puma? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to heal up and then run. Huh. Although they're high enough level that I'm pretty sure they're going to stun me to death, but we'll see. Let's run. Yeah, there we go. I think I'm just going to let it die. I don't think I was going to get out of that one. So, yeah, EverQuest Classic, basically. Yeah, this is Legend. So we'll also not necessarily have a big death hit on respawn either. So. Yeah. There was no coming back from that one. Jimble Wooden Toe. That's one hell of a name right there. There's a lot of people running through though. It's nice to see, you know? It's nice to see so many players. Need a break from Chrono Quest on Frostweaver. Guess it's not. I guess it's time to load this up. Oh, you should. What are the rules with Frostweaver? I don't even really know the rules. You can trade any item, right? Pretty sure. Ever on Frostweaver. Why does my combat keep getting kicked off? A toy box server. And then I think I saw in the producer's letter for EverQuest 2, like they're also, they're going to be switching to a process of letting every character switch to every class, right? And is that right? Randomized loot, trade items, live XP, Vilios on launch. Beast Lord. I might try it out then. I don't know. EverQuest 2 already has you to where you don't have to, because the what I thought I read with it was like you don't have to make an alt. We'll say part of what I think I want to do with this streaming is somehow figure out. I know with Twitch, I can put music over to the Twitch stream and have it not copyright strike because it doesn't record to the VOD. But I don't think I can do that with YouTube or TikTok. And I got to figure out if there's a way to somehow, because there's too many periods here with EverQuest where you don't have music and stuff playing. It drives me nuts. E2 is getting personas. Yeah, that's what I was talking. Yeah, that's what I meant. Have they said anything about the next EverQuest 2? Or not EverQuest 2, but the next EverQuest? Like I thought they've been working on that for, didn't they announce that like 2 years ago and then we've not ever heard anything else about it? Fight the skeleton. Just play royalty-free dubstep. Is there a way to get a key to this? I do not have a way to get you a key at this point. You do have to pre-purchase. You do get a month of game time, so there is a monthly sub. But you do get a free month if you pay by end. They did accept me into their content creator program, so my hope is as things start to go live, I don't expect much to happen over beta, but as things go live, that maybe we'll be able to do some stuff fun for you guys. But yeah, if you pre-order right now, you'll get in. And the beta goes until the 21st, I think, which is when they're going to release the game. So I would have to be so high to play this game. It's so sad to hear. Wow, they're accepting everyone these days. Actually, I appreciate that. They actually do have some pretty strict guidelines. So it's not easy. What tunnel is this? You talking about the EC trade tunnel? Yeah. Sounds like you're already too low. I know, right? Yeah, this is where everybody'd hang out and trade, right? East Commons. Fun place to be. Spent a lot of time here back in the late 90s. Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, this is trade tunnel. I think most people were on the other side. Or maybe I'm wrong about that. No, I thought, weren't they down here? I don't know. But yeah, this is the famous tunnel. Which then gets into the conversation about the addition of the bazaar. And did that really break the game? I don't know how everybody feels about that, but I think this was the side that I would stay on. I know we are down bad when you were playing this game made on a graphing calculator. I'm gonna push you on that. So I think you have to understand the reasons, right? Why people are playing games. For me, EverQuest has a huge, huge place. Like it could be 50 years from now. And I would still probably play this game. Who knows what we have in 50 years? Maybe we're just playing everything through a Neuralink. But for me, I just love EverQuest. This is what I grew up with. This is what I enjoyed. And, so Legends coming out as a sort of an official Classic Plus approach. Yeah, I'm going to play it. And I don't think that's because things are down. I will say MMOs seem to be in a weird spot, but I'm not playing this because I'm down bad, right? This for me is touching on the nostalgia feels. And part of why I like it so much is it also brings in modern touches to where I don't have to sit and play for 8 hours a day to get anywhere. So I'm going to push back a little bit on that. Do I expect everyone, since a lot of you came with me from Ashes of Creation, do I expect a lot of the folks who played Ashes of Creation to come play EverQuest Legends? I hope they do. Do I expect them to? I don't know. It's clearly not the same game. So anyways. What's up, Stash? Happy Independence Day as well, man. Are you going to do some fireworks? I can't wait to blow up some shit, I think if it were me to try this for the first time, I would be down bad. Yeah, and I get that. That's why I say I think it's important to sort of understand why people are playing things. I can understand where, even just visually, because we how many conversations did we have about the visuals of Ashes of Creation, right? Which would blow my mind, people coming on talking about Ashes of Creation looking like a PS2 game. But, knowing that we have those conversations with that game and then, seeing what this is like, yeah, I can understand why, people might not try to give this a go. I hope they do. But, we'll see. How'd they make it faster? Leveling's faster. You're overpowered. Being able to combine 3 classes just makes you very overpowered, number one. Like in what version of EverQuest should I be able to kill a level 6 as a level 2, right? Normally that would not happen. Yeah, and it's largely is solo. But you can play with other people, so you don't have to solo. I think it's 4-person groups, and there are some small. What are raids? 8? I'm gonna say. Your town puts on fireworks. That's nice. Yeah, Nashville puts on. I think they're trying to call it the world's largest, or the country's largest 4th of July celebrations, but we'll do some stuff here as well. Do they have just classic servers? They do also just have plain old classic servers, yeah. Progression servers. This would be more considered classic plus. All right, and there's a ding, finally. I really liked Ashes, but I was bored of Ashes like a week before I even heard it was closing. Yeah, Ashes just didn't have a lot. That was the big problem with it. All right, let's see. Did we get anything important? Levels, cure poison, feet like cat. All right, so now we get an agility buff to go with dexterity and strength. Used to play EQ for PS2, was pretty dope for the time. I never got into that version, but it still actually is around. There are private servers for EQ Online Adventures, actually, if you wanted to play it again, or a private server. You're rebuilding. Are you which team? I've loosely followed some of the EverQuest Online Adventures groups. I've always been interested in how you can rebuild things because I know a lot of people were looking. I know this has been years ago, but the first group that I was watching try to do EverQuest Online Adventures was looking for PS2 memory cards and trying to see if they had any saves on them. All right, anywhere, I don't know this area. Are there any camps? What's this over here? I don't really want to go up to Freeport. What level is Iceclad? This is the other thing that I love about this is just being able to go back and experience all these different zones, some of which I never really got to do much about because I didn't have enough time and I never got to a level where, you know, back in late 90s, early 2000s that I could play them. So being able to experience that stuff now, like here, like Plane of Fear, Plane of Hate, Plane of Sky. We were over in Guck for Lower Guck for a long time, leveling. It was just fun. It's fun being able to experience all these things. So. But I'm well aware that a big part of that is just the nostalgia that comes with it. This is kind of a weird left field question. What would you say changed your mindset in life from the late 20s transitioning to early 30s? Oh. That's a good question. I probably would say things that change in that age range. It's family, like having family, right? That was probably the big thing. When you start actually, like, you know, you get married, have kids. You know, I spent all of my 20s in education, right? With college and med school and residency. So there's also a switch all of a sudden to having a real job. Helped with EQA. Oh, nice. I think that's what I was following. Sandstorm is just one guy. Let's see, I just started last night. Gonna do Shadow Knight Bard Cleric. That was our original idea as well. I don't know. For leveling, I found the Paladin to be better than the Shadow Knight, but that's also because I spent a lot of time in Undead's areas. The Bard also kind of drove me nuts. Like not having enough AA points to turn on the tune twisting stuff drove me crazy. How you do PM&R? We got a PM&R program here. Yeah, no, I get it. It's an interesting period of life. Something you've been building for years for, and then all of a sudden you have a career. So, yeah, we got a program here too for PM&R. We're a small sponsor institution though. We only got 8 programs. Is this available to anyone now? You still have to buy it, but yes, you do have to purchase it. So with PM&R, are you going to go into pain? Pain, spinal cord, just general rehab. Why does my, that's going to drive me crazy. I don't know why combat just keeps getting turned off. Oh shit, now it's getting a little dark. Didn't I have a worn candle? Pain, and you're going to do well. What does a Shadow Knight do? Shadow Knight is, tankware. So it's a tanky class, but it has a pet. And it's sort of more of a casting tank. So it has spells, a lot of life steals type stuff. It's actually a fun class to play. Went from ashes to this. How far we've fallen. This is for me. This is getting my nostalgia vibes going, man. It is funny how many people think that, though. What level is Ice Clad? Did I already ask that? Wait, it's not on here. Wait, what else is it known by? Is it ever? I don't know. I don't friggin' know. It is funny how many people come in here about ashes to this. That happens frequently. I chose Hollis. I'm not getting any in gear drops either. I think this was part of the reason so having a place like Crushbone was nice. Paladin is ridiculous in EQL. Yeah, the Paladin for level. I really do think we settled on Paladin as a leveling class, Paladin, Necro, and Druid, and that worked very well. You still had a good amount of buffs. You had it works incredibly well for undead areas when you combine Necro and Pally. Looking forward to Guild Wars 3. Oh yeah, for sure. Goal is to be chill like you, playing MMOs, having a pain clinic, start a family. I am chill. I will say I don't have a lot of game time, but didn't get to stream for quite a while. Level 9 zombie. I don't think I can kill that at level 3. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't really want to find out though. I'm gonna go over towards this ice clad zone. I've got a level 8 Shadow Knight Shaman on queso or whatever it's called, on cheese. That's good. Balancing spells is annoying. Yeah, that's the other part that they don't talk about is when you select classes. A good example of so the Pally Druid, like I could hang out in GFA and Kelithan and get my Druid spells, and then it was not that far to run. What was it, Felwith, to get Paladin spells, but then I had to go all the way. It was a pain in the ass running all the way back to get Necro spells as you leveled. So that's one of the harder parts about doing multi-classing is all the spells are located at different places. I should say hard. It's just it is what it is, and it starts to get like, all right, well maybe I should. Sorry, I'm gonna take a boat. Pick something that's closer. When's the boat come? Oh, that is true, I guess. You can't pre-learn them. You just don't have access to them. That's a very good point. Very good point. Lots of buffs, need friends with gather party. Yeah. I'll say that the other thing that worked nice, having my starting zone being in GFA is then the Necro, my origins was actually somehow located over in Freeport. So it was an easy way to teleport early on. I'll be right back, guys. All right. Did I miss the boat? Just randomly running around here. I kind of want to combine the 3 like biggest pain in the ass classes and see what it's like. I don't know if anyone would have any suggestions for that, but with Dervish Cutthroat, level 10. Shaman is yours. I mean, when I think of class, oh gosh, I'm thinking of things like, wait, hold up. Now there's a maximum number of loadouts? Okay. Is that based on level? Interesting. Anyways, I'm thinking of things like Rogue. Like if you could, if I wonder what it would be to be able to put together like one of the, I want to put together what would be considered like some of the worst classes. I can only have 2. Okay. How you liking it? Been following you since Ashes. Still trying to catch that script or itch that script. Well, I appreciate you following. You know, this is I encourage everyone to give this game a go. If you like MMOs. I preface that though as saying that this also holds a special, like I have a lot of nostalgia tied up in EverQuest, so I'm obviously a little biased in the whole thing. So, but you know, Cole, you can, it's in beta right now. Beta goes till the 21st, I want to say. So you might as well just give it a shot, you know? It does have a box cost. It does have a sub as well. How packed are the servers? I mean, we've run into a lot of people. So can I do a who? What is it? Who all? Does that work? Your request was cut short. Too many players. I mean, so I mean, there's a lot, but you know, a lot of this is soloable, right? So I was going to buy it, but I figured Crushbone is camped. Well, you can do a couple of things with that. You can either change the difficulty to a different, and you can see here when I go to difficulty, like it tells you how many players are in each level of difficulty, right? You can also create instances, right? So you can also, like I could turn this into an instance zone just for me. So you can do that in Crushbone, right? And you can set your difficulty. You can also set your own instance to be multiplayer if you want to have a group that comes with you. Are the instances working? I know they were having issues last night. I've not tried it today. We actually tried it. We were going to do Befallen as an instance zone, but for some reason I had no charges. So, so I can't tell you, but a lot of instance solo or teams, so they aren't sure. Yeah, that's very true. It's interesting playing EverQuest as an instanced, right? But it works. Like it works. It was fun. Oh, and then you can also turn respawning to non-respawning. So you can also go into like a dungeon, like Befallen, and just make it all non-respawning. And so you're kind of like clearing the dungeon if you want to do it that way, or you can have them respawn. So. You can have 4. I think, what is the group's 4, right, guys? But yeah, so if you don't want an instant zone, you can always go to a different difficulty. Well, so. Level 11. They will kick our ass. I think we're going to go back this way, I think. Find a more proper zone, even being overpowered a little bit. I think level 3 is going to die to a level 11. Gonna wait until the 28th to play. I'm grinding way too hard for beta. That's true. That is true. This will these will all be wiped. So how is loot? Is it tradable? Yeah, I think so. Crafting is also important. So it has no expansions right now. Right now you are starting out classic. There you go. Once, then you can't trade again. Graphics fooled you? What do you mean by that? I do think when we talk about modernization, I actually fully think if they came back and took EverQuest and were able to modernize the graphics, the UI, and the way quests work, like people would love the game. And there's already so much content, so much lore, so many different raids. I mean, one of the big strengths about EverQuest is just how much there is to do. We got to level 40 doing this through largely like 3 zones, 4 zones. I spent a lot of time in Befallen. We did Castle Mistmore. And then Lower Gook. Like those 3 zones basically. Well, we did Crushbone early on, and there's still so many other things to go out and play. So many zones to go experience. It's just crazy. I appreciate the follow. This EQ shows that it isn't just about graphics. We like that. Yeah, that's true. Alice, appreciate the follow. Reminds me of RuneScape and Morrowind. I mean, RuneScape definitely is an older game for sure. No, it's not Luckland yet. I mean, hopefully it gets there. I appreciate the follow. But they're going to start, the traditional, where I think we've been promised 1 expansion. Any final financial advice once I finish Fellowship? I mean, just get yourself a good money person to invest, basically. I mean, your earning potential is going to be really high. So just make sure you have someone you trust that puts it in a good place, basically. Kunark for sure. They made it. Yeah. They aren't doing Luckland. I have been out of the loop for several weeks. So they've said they're not doing Luckland. Oh, what's up, Mac? Yeah, back over on the purple app. Actually, do I have? Hold on. Where are you at? There we go. The other thing that I would tell you to do as you start a family is to make sure you got money put away in what is it? What is the investment? I forget the investment is, but that's something else to think about. So it's probably the best thing I ever did for my kids was to make sure they had money. I think I'm going to actually just run back to this starting area here and amp up the difficulty. And And then once I get to 5, probably head back. Now I'm going to probably log out of here soon, but and go do some stuff for the holiday. But Befallen is going to be my next path, probably. To level. Befallen, and then also like with level difficulties that you can get a little bit more out of what would be sort of normally max level. From there, what did we do last time? So we went Crushbone, Befallen. You just couldn't leave me alone. Where do we go after that? Oh, I spent a little bit of time in Highkeep as well. I spent a lot of time in Highkeep on traditional MMO, or back in Classic in the late 90s, early 2000s. And then, yeah, then we went to Goat. More XP from higher. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the case. And your gear, you get better gear at higher difficulty. What refresh rate are you using on your monitor? Why? Does it not look good to you? Yeah, the gear being +4. Yeah, on difficulty 4. All right, guys, I'm probably going to log off here soon. Might try to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually my wife's birthday, so not sure streaming's going to be the best thing to do that day, but we'll see. We'll see how the day goes. $500 is where it's at. How you been, Austin? You been doing okay? Do you do all right without being able to come in here and mess with me for 3-4 weeks? When is Aeon 2 here? Isn't that coming up? September. So not for a minute. How's your mom, Austin? I'm just kidding. Sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. All right, guys. I do think I am going to probably pop off for today. I got some stuff to do. We did get start late as well. I'm going to send it over to Magnus, who was here with us. If you want a more regular, steady EverQuest streamer, this is who you should be following, hanging out with. So, yeah, so this EverQuest Legends beta, I think beta goes until the 21st. You can get immediate access if you go on and buy. Now, EverQuest Legends is going to be a box cost plus a sub, and then there will be a shop as well. So, Sam Perry, I'm glad you've been here, man. It's been a minute. I played it. Yeah, I never played the other version of Aeon 2, so I don't know. I'll probably give it a shot in September to see what it's like. See you later, Dumbo. Try not to light yourself on fire. Happy 4th. Yeah, well, at least these ears take me to your mom anytime I want them to, so. All right, guys. Hope you have a good 4th. If you celebrate, if you're gonna light fireworks, have fun. TikTok. I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace. YouTube, been real. Even with you, awesome. Hope y'all have a good day. And Twitch.